Details the terms.
Israeli troops will withdraw and Hezbollah troops or Hezbollah fighters will pull north. The monitoring will be done by the UN and the Lebanese army, and Israel has the right to defend itself if Hezbollah breaches the agreement. Hezbollah have agreed to pull north of the Litani River, that's 18 miles from Israel, which is the same agreement they reached back in 2006. Critics, however, are saying that back then they didn't abide by it, they spent the time rearming, so shouldn't Israel finish off Hezbollah now? Prime Minister Netanyahu has said that Israel will be watching them closely.
The International Criminal Court's issued an arrest warrant for Burma's military leader for crimes against minority Muslims in that country after President-elect Trump announced as part of his plan to stop the flow of illegal migrants and drugs, plans to impose 25% tariffs on all products Canada and Mexico send to the U.S. and 10% on Chinese imports. He's filled key roles in his next administration.
Jameson Greer, as U.S. Trade Representative, he served as Chief of Staff to that position during the first Trump administration with experience implementing tariffs. Economist Kevin Hassett will head up the White House National Economic Council. He's been a proponent of tax cuts and also served in the first Trump term.
Fox's Doug Luzader. The president-elect also announced Dr. Jay Bhattacharya to lead the National Institutes of Health. He was a critic of COVID-era shutdowns. It's getaway day before Thanksgiving. AAA expects record travel for the holiday. Most will drive, but TSA predicts nearly 3 million passengers will go through airport security today.
Travel forecast: San Francisco, Denver, Las Vegas, Seattle. All of you could potentially see some travel trouble.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean. About 17 flights canceled, more than 200 delayed. America's listening to Fox News.
The world of business moves fast. Stay on top of it with the Fox Business Rundown every Monday and Friday. Fox Business reporters, anchors, and hosts will bring you beneath the stock market speculation and boardroom drama to tell you about the biggest business stories of today. Whether you're on Main Street or Wall Street, Fox Business is invested in you.
Listen to the Fox Business Rundown every Monday and Friday at foxbusinesspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts. Will Cain had you covered this election.
Brett Baer joins us now. Former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy joining us on The Will Cain Show. Tommy Lahren joins us now.
It's the new must-listen podcast in America.
I think Sanity, I'm hoping, is going to win today.
What they did was the biggest miscarriage of democracy, I think, in my lifetime.
I see a victory for Donald Trump. I see a victory for America.
The Will Cain Show. Listen and watch now at willcainshow.com.
The incoming Trump border czar went to the border. Tom Homan in Eagle Pass, Texas, along with Republican Governor Greg Abbott visiting National Guard troops.
Governor Abbott telling the troops why their efforts are so important.
For Texas and for our country to remain sovereign, free, and safe.
Homan says Texas's efforts are a model to protect against the effects of the illegal migrant surge over the last several years.
600% increase in sex trafficking. Fentanyl coming across the border to kill 250,000 Americans. Record number of people on terrorist watch list crossing the border.
And he warned that President Trump's plans will be carried out.
Let me be clear. There is going to be a mass deportation.
Homan saying the bottom line is,
the nation wants a safe country.
Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
In Greenville, Texas, north of Dallas, they're mourning a murdered police officer.
Greenville, Texas Police Chief Christopher Smith said Officer Cooper Dawson and his partner pursued the suspect after he fled from a traffic stop. What happened next, Chief Smith called an ambush of his officer.
They went to the back of a residence. Officer Dawson was right behind the suspect. As he rounded the corner, the suspect opened fire, striking Officer Dawson multiple times.
The officer did fire back, hitting the suspect, who is in custody. Dawson had been an officer for the last 8.5 years. He leaves behind a wife and 3 kids. The on-duty death is the first in Greenville in more than a century. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
We'll get economic reports this morning, weekly jobless claims and consumer spending for last month, and an update on inflation. The gauge the Federal Reserve tracks closely, deciding on future interest rate cuts. On Wall Street, stock futures are down slightly ahead of all that the day after the Dow and the S&P 500 closed at new record highs. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville's Industrial Development Board set to review next week a grant agreement related to a new shopping center at South Willow Avenue and I-40. The agreement between Putnam County and Cookeville would provide $2.75 million for project infrastructure improvements. The proposed development calls for 2 anchor tenants and 3 restaurants on the 48-acre site. Tennessee Tech has received $4.8 million in federal grant funding for improving the nation's electric vehicle battery recycling ecosystem. The university planning to develop a first-of-its-kind mobile processing hub, allowing EV owners to have batteries safely disassembled and shredded on site. The State Department of Education has recognized 7 Putnam County schools with reward school status. A total of 377 schools across the state received the designation for demonstrating high levels of performance. 7 designations in Putnam County, the most ever in a single school year. That's the news from WHUB.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB. The voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Well, as you probably know, Jason's been out this week. I've been doing it alone, at least trying to a little bit. We've had some guests on with me that's been a co-host. Coming up this morning, we'll have Ashley Swan. She's with Food to the Rescue. She'll be coming in after 7 o'clock. At 7:30, Delnora Reed Acuff. Delnora has the most beautiful voice, and she's got a new Christmas album out, and she will do us the honor of singing this morning around 7:30. We'll interview her and then talk about her new album that's coming out. But you've heard about him. You didn't know if he really existed. I've talked about my husband, Tim, and he is my co-host this morning, Tim Scruggs.
Thank you, and happy birthday to you. I want to say it's a delight.
Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you're on. Of all days, my birthday, too, to co-host with me.
That worked out well as far as I'm concerned.
There's a lot of people that don't know we actually met in radio. You did radio for many years.
Yes, 22 years in radio.
Yeah. And then 34 years together, married, and I guess 35 years together. We've been married 34 years. And
we met at a Shelbyville radio station, Shelbyville, Tennessee, and was a country station.
C103.
C103, yes. I blanked out there for a second.
And, we weren't supposed to date coworkers, so we were sneaking around.
Yeah, we were sly.
But it all worked out fine.
It did.
We even invited everybody to our wedding that worked with us. So, I mean, the jig was up.
Yeah. By that time, everybody knew.
But Tim did news, play-by-play, on the air a little bit. So kind of feels natural to be back together for a little bit. I mean, back together on the air. It's not like we're separated, really.
I love it.
What are you most excited about this morning? Besides being on the air with me, don't butter me up.
Yeah, I mean, your birthday, all that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm looking forward to heering Delnora sing for us and our guest, talking up. Basically, just having a good time and talking with people this morning.
Yeah. So let's get started. We've got some things you need to know. Tim and I are going to bounce off each other, kind of like Jason and I try to do every morning. So we'll try to do it too. But
I can't fill Jason's shoes. All right,
well, he can't fill yours either.
Okay.
But anyway, things you need to know. Tech, they are having the lighting of the quad on December the 3rd. So that is coming up on Tuesday, and that will be at 5:30. The event is free, open to the public, and they want as many people there as possible just to support the lighting on the quad. And it's always beautiful there when they have that lit up and have all the lights strung up, look like Christmas trees. And I just love this time of year.
'Tis the season about... Since Thanksgiving's almost over, everything turns to Christmas. So, let's see. Coming up, the Sparta Christmas Parade. It's going to be parade season altogether anyway, and that's coming up December 6th. So, put that one on your calendar.
Also, Giving Tuesday is coming up this coming Tuesday the 3rd. There looks like Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity wants you to donate to them by helping them provide gifts for home buyers through their Amazon wish list. Of course, Habitat for Humanity always is great about building homes in our area, but I guess they have a wish list too on Amazon to help them get started, which is a great thing. I didn't even know they did that. So you can give to them on Giving Tuesday, and you just go to Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity, and they have a QR code you can scan if you want to donate to them. So I think that's a great thing too.
Yeah. Also, coming up Sunday, the Christmas Bridal Expo in Silver Point, Tennessee. I know a lot of these weddings happen in June, but now's the time to start preparing. So that's going on in Silver Point. Something to look forward to.
And I want to say congratulations to Miss Christy Gooch. She's the White County Middle School Teacher of the Year. So
Yay.
Congratulations to Miss Gooch.
Congratulations. That is awesome. Glad to hear. Coming up Saturday, Cookeville is having Christmas on the Square from 2 to 5 p.m. Should be an interesting time out there.
And that's this Saturday?
This Saturday.
Yeah, Christmas on the Square this Saturday, starting at 2, going on till 5.
5, yes.
And everybody's been saying Hallmark Christmas. I mean, I guess I'll just get on the bandwagon with that. And it's free. There's going to be train rides around the Putnam County Courthouse. So it's just going to be fun for the whole family, and it is free.
Yes.
Lazy G Ranch, it is free to drive through and see.
I love that place.
Yeah, see their lights. They always have lights every Christmas, and of course, we saw the bison over there as well. It's just a cool place. But they said they're about ready, just a few days out from their Christmas lighting at Lazy G Ranch in Cookeville area. They say hopefully Saturday night, this Saturday, from 5 until 8 will be their first Christmas lighting, and it will run through the day after Christmas, December 26th. Live Nativity, December 7th, from 5 to 8 at Lazy G. And where are they located? It is 6070 Dotson Branch Road in Cookeville. So Dotson's Branch Road. If you need that address, put in your GPS, and you're saying, what did Sheila say? Well, you just go to Lazy G Ranch on Facebook, because half the time Sheila don't know what she says either.
I'm not saying a word. I'm out of that one. You think they could dress the bison up as reindeer? You know, that bison.
I don't know if they'll let them do that. You know, the bison is good. They've got a mind of their own.
Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah. Let's see. Coming up at the Putnam County Fairgrounds Monday and Tuesday, they're having the Grinch Festival.
Yeah.
This is a new one. So, like you talked about the other day, about 10 minutes ago. The
other day, which was 10 minutes ago. I get it.
Exactly.
It's Wednesday.
It's early, too. So.
That's what me and Jason always say, like, whatever day of the week is, hey, it's Monday. No, it's Wednesday. It's like,
they all start to run together eventually.
They do. Have you got any more things you need to know? Because I was. That's
it.
All right, then. And then coming up in just a few moments, we've got a new sponsor on Your 2 Cents. And I want to say welcome to Freedom Pawn. Thank you so much for sponsoring Your 2 Cents. They are in Sparta. They are your gun and ammo store, along with all the things that you can think of with pawn shops. They have an extensive selection of jewelry. They have tools, I think case knives, just not your typical pawn shop. They're just really a cool place. And they also have a big front in front of their store. So look for that on Mayberry Street. That
does exist.
Freedom Pawn. And Your 2 Cents this morning, we'll come back after the break, but it says you can force everyone on the planet to listen to one song. What song would you pick? That's the question. So think about that, and we will tackle that when we come back from the break on Good Morning Cookeville.
Hey guys, Ron Crane here from Dependable Auto Sales and Service, also Colonial Automotive, towing, rentals, we've got it all. Guys, if it's automotive, even if you need body work, if you've been in a wreck or something, please let us know. 931-526-7355, that's 931-526-SELL, S-E-L-L, 24/7 at dasautosales.com. That's dasautosales.com, and we're located 1575 Interstate Drive, the only car dealership on the left on Restaurant Row. Please come see us at any time. Thanks, guys.
Discover the savings at Freedom Pawn, located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. Explore our extensive selection of jewelry, tools, gaming systems, knives, and guitars. For the archery lover, we offer Barnett crossbows and other top brands. And don't forget, we're your trusted guns and ammo store with the best selection around. Freedom Pawn is also one of the stops for the Jingle Bell Shop with the White County Chamber of Commerce. Visit us today. Just look for the Bigfoot in front of the store and see why Freedom Pawn in Sparta is your ultimate destination for great deals.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. Have you ever really spent time planning for life after work? If not, you're not alone. For most, it's a scary thought. Making sense of investments, Social Security, Medicare. To make it worse, the advice people typically get is from salespeople or family members who got their information from salespeople. We are here to take the mystery and fear out of retirement. The next step is yours. Call 615-851-1950 or go to paulwinkler.com. That website is paulwinkler.com, creating confident investors.
And now located in Cookeville.
Hundreds of Upper Cumberland residents need help today as they struggle with disease, sickness, or injury. When you give, 100% of your gift goes to help right here in our community. Learn more at cookvilleregionalcharity.org.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text REP to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text REP to 321-321. That's REP to 321-321.
The Colorectal Cancer Alliance is the largest nonprofit dedicated to ending colon and rectal cancers.
The Alliance has access to the latest trials and treatments. You need the Alliance on your side.
Go to the Alliance. Go to colorectalcancer.org.
1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sheila Scruggs, and filling in for Jason this morning, my co-host is my hubby, Tim Scruggs.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Thank you so much for getting up early and doing this thing. Well, he gets up early anyway.
This is my regular schedule.
Yeah, regular schedule, and we were talking about you were in radio for a long time too, but now you're at Truist Bank.
Yes.
And you even said he told all of the folks that he worked with to be listening, be watching. I'm like, you've missed this. Still a radio dude at heart. He's like, everybody listen. Where can I share it? Sheila, what is the link I share?
Yeah. I want all of my, anybody that tuned in, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate that. Or watching. I mean, we're on everywhere. I mean, it's like News Talk 107.7, 1400 The Hub on radio. Then we're streaming on our News Talk Facebook page. Also on YouTube. If you want to find it on YouTube, search Hub Plus Cookeville. That's just kind of all one words, Hub Plus Cookeville. And then we're also on Hub Plus, the Roku app that our engineer Mike, who is running the board for us today. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Working the camera and everything. Hub Plus app he created on Roku, and then on Channel 192 on Spectrum and Twin Lakes. So thank you all for joining in, whether you're on the radio or listening through the radio or also online and streaming. But your 2 cents, I said, welcome to the show. A sponsorship from Freedom Pawn on Mayberry Street in Sparta. Now, we're going to have the giant card stop coming up this Saturday for Small Business Saturday. Jason and I will be out there. Yeah, he'll be back in town. He'll come back on the weekend. And I said, I'm going to make you work because you haven't worked all week. You get your Thanksgiving. You get to say hi to your grandbabies and your daughter. But I'm going to make you work on Saturday. But we're going to be at Freedom Pawn. We'll be broadcasting from 11 to noon at Freedom Pawn. And you can come and sign the card for our 278th. It's a big Christmas card, the giant Christmas card. We've been having such a good time on these stops, and people have been coming and signing the card for the troops and showing so much love for them. We had to add another piece to the card. So it's like a 3-layer card. And it's a 6-foot tall card. People come and sign it and wish the troops good Christmas greetings and wishes. And we're going to send that to the troops. They were in Kuwait and then going to Iraq as well. But we'll make sure that card gets to them. But we're going to stop at Freedom Pond this Saturday, 11 to noon. Please come by and sign that card. And then stop by them for Black Friday deals too this Friday. And then, of course, Saturday, join us. But look for the Bigfoot in front of the store, and they've got several deals. Now, you can force everyone on this planet. Now, this is your 2 cents. You can force everyone on the planet to listen to one song. What is the song you would pick? Tim, do you have a song?
Well, I have a good inspirational song. I think Whitney Houston's The Greatest Love of All.
Well, that's one of my favorites. Yeah,
I mean, that's one to teach about
motivational,
self-love and inspiration. Yes.
Yeah. So kind of like motivational. Don't get down on yourself. Kind of like be grateful on this Thanksgiving week.
Hey,
that's pretty good.
I didn't even plan that, but it worked out.
I like "Living on the Edge" by Aerosmith.
You're going to go right to the edge. All right.
I'm living on the edge. But anything by them. Let's see what the listeners are saying. Our viewers.
Rocky Top here, you know.
Oh, my gosh. You with your big UT shirt on. And yes, Rocky Top. We'll make everybody listen to Rocky Top. I think we have this season anyway. I think the players have, scored. So
I'm a terrible singer, but when I'm singing along with 100,000 other people, I'm good.
Yeah, we can all sing together. Rocky Top. I think a lot of the folks that don't like Tennessee have heard it enough. We don't care, though.
We don't care.
Let's see what everybody else is saying. You can force everyone on the planet to listen to one song. What song would you pick? Scarlett says, "Mary, Did You Know?" And it's the Kenny Rogers or Winona version.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've heard that.
I think Kenny Rogers really, and Kathy Mattea did a good job on that song too.
Yeah,
so it's just a great song. Mike said, "Anything Nickelback." People either love or hate Nickelback.
That.
Now we're lovers of Nickelback. I like Nickelback, but there's some that would hate having to listen to Nickelback. Robin said, "Beer for My Horses" by Toby Keith and Willie Nelson.
I love it.
What song would you pick to have everyone in the world listen to? John said, "Satisfied Mind" by Daryl Scott. I don't know that one. I do know Daryl Scott. I know of him, but I'll have to listen to that and see. Tex said, "The good old Stairway to Heaven."
Oh, yeah.
Led Zeppelin.
You'll be listening for a while, too.
Kevin said, yeah, it's a long song.
It is.
Is it about a 6-minute song or is it
7 to 8, somewhere in there, yeah.
How do you know that one? You're an old radio dude.
I am. I played at a rock station, and if I needed
to go to the bathroom.
I had to go to the bathroom, throw on Stairway to Heaven or something like that.
There wasn't any of this, like streaming. Yeah. Just one song after the other.
No digital then. That was records and CDs.
Queuing up the records.
Yeah.
That's how old we are, folks.
Yeah.
And
vinyl.
I'm 1 year older today.
Still younger than me, though.
Adam said, "Cherish Hamby's version of Brick," and then he shared a link. He said, "It's my wife."
Okay, yeah. Well,
I see, Adam, you got brownie points.
Yes, nice plug there.
Eileen said Desperado.
Oh yeah, I love that one. The Eagles.
Yeah, here's a good one. Nancy said Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
By none other than Queen.
Yes.
Country Boy Can Survive is what Johnny said.
Hank Jr.
Let me see. We got some others. Somebody said anything by Waylon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. And you can force everyone on the planet to listen to one song. What song do you pick? And Toby said Sinners by Bradley Walker. And there's another one that said How Great Thou Art.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a real good one.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite gospel songs.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So we'll have other things coming up in just a little bit. But today, of course, we had Your 2 Cents. And thank you, Fremont, for being our new sponsor for Your 2 Cents, that segment. Today is the day before Thanksgiving is called Drinksgiving. I didn't know that. Did you?
No, I did not.
Drinksgiving.
What kind of drinks are we talking?
Always takes place on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. The idea is that it's perfect time for old friends from school to hang out at the pubs to catch up with each other and have a drink before spending the weekend with family. It's a release.
That's maybe a good idea. I don't know, unless you're driving, of course.
Don't drink and drive. Yeah, we have to say that. National Bavarian Cream Pie Day. Mike Story, that's for you. He works at Willow Window. Mike Story works at Willow Window. He loves Bavarian cream.
Yes.
Every time if we'd had donuts or something, is one Bavarian cream? And I was like, it's not like it's your everyday donut, Mike.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to find that easily. National Electric Guitar Day.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, Freedom Pawn has guitars. So they have like a whole wall of guitars. So you can go to Freedom Pawn on Mayberry Street.
I think they said that was like on today's Jimi Hendrix birthday, in addition to yours, of course. But
And
it's
I knew
Jimi
that,
Hendrix's birthday, which is, he
Yeah,
was a
Jimi
pretty
Hendrix
good
was-
electric guitar player.
think?
Yeah, he was all right.
He did the
National anthem. was it?
national anthem on the guitar. And at first, I know when I was a kid and I heard that, I was thinking, what kind of mess is this? This is just horrible. And then as I got older and I realized he was the rockets, red glare, the bombs
Everything.
bursting in the air. You could hear all that he
With
made
a
the sound
guitar.
effects with his guitar.
How do you do
So
that?
he was pretty amazing.
Yeah, he was pretty amazing.
I grew to appreciate him more after I grew up and knew what he was trying to mean. And then it's also Pins and Needles Day. Pins and
What do
Needles
we have
Day.
there?
It says the purpose of Pins and Needles Day is to commemorate the opening of the pro-labor Pins and Needles on Broadway.
Oh, the play. Okay.
The play.
Gotcha.
Pins and Needles on
I'm
Broadway.
sitting here thinking of
I've
like
never heard of
sewing
that
kits
play.
or something.
Me too.
Oh,
I
okay.
was thinking Pins and Needles Day. Oh, my granny making quilts. That's how country I am. I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was
Well,
a
yeah,
play
I
on
mean, we're from
Broadway.
Tennessee. What do you think?
Yeah. And of course, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. There's some things, and we were looking up research and what to talk about. There was talking about a lot of us hate turkey for Thanksgiving. I don't hate turkey. I do like ham better.
Yeah.
I think you do too. Or do you like turkey better?
Just got to be in the mood. It really,
Right.
you know,
We're always in the mood for ham.
always.
Always in the mood for ham. But it said a survey conducted said that 1,042 American adults, we asked them what Thanksgiving foods they like and dislike. 34%, this is coming at number one, turkey is the one they dislike the most.
Really?
Then stuffing or dressing. Dressing, I could make a meal.
These are
of dressing.
staples here.
Yeah, and they said 32%. So like turkey and dressing were almost hand in hand about not liking that on Thanksgiving, and then ham.
I'm
Who
surprised
are these
here.
people?
Really?
That's what makes.
I mean, I can think of a lot worse here.
I know.
I mean, we get into the vegetables and everything.
Right. Tim is not a big
I'm
vegetable
not a
eater.
You wouldn't know it by looking at me, but I'm not
You like food, you just don't like vegetables.
Yes, exactly.
Really, do you like carrots?
Yeah, I like carrots, and if you want to consider potato, it is a vegetable, but
It's a starchy vegetable, of course.
Well, so are carrots, so I guess I
Yeah.
like the starchy vegetables.
No green. Do you like any green vegetable at all? I don't think so. I don't.
Cabbage, lettuce, something like that, maybe.
See, that's not-
Okra, of course.
Okra, but he likes it fried.
Fried, yes, exactly.
Also, it said folks do not like green bean casserole. That's not really a surprise. I like it, but there's a lot that don't. And then cranberry sauce. We had a discussion yesterday. There is so many people that do not like cranberry sauce. They don't like the cranberries in a can. They don't like homemade cranberry
They don't
sauce.
like the band cranberries, nothing, right?
I like cranberries, yeah. the Irish band.
Yes.
And then, how un-American is this? 13% don't like apple pie.
Oh. 13%?
Pumpkin is higher than
I
pumpkin
figured
is
it'd be
higher
like
than that.
2% or something like that.
21% don't like pumpkin pie. And
Oh,
I know that's
come
one of
on.
your favorites.
I
at
love
Thanksgiving.
pumpkin pie.
And you're not a macaroni and cheese fan
No,
either.
And people think, what, is he crazy? Of course, now maybe, I fit
You
in
are
that-
crazy. I
in
mean, you
that
married
apple
me.
pie. You keep me on my toes, though.
But yeah, macaroni and cheese at 15% don't like it. So you're not the only one that does like it. You just don't like a whole lot of cheese.
Not a whole lot, no. I mean, I like pizza. That's about what.
And
but
which is crazy to me. He doesn't like cheese a lot. He don't want it on his hamburger. He'll take it on pizza, but he don't want a cheese pizza.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm
Got to have a
telling you.
little bit on there,
Yes, I've had a rough
Pepperoni.
time. He's so picky. But I'm used to it now. Coming up next, we'll get into spoiler alert and find out what's on the tube. And, we do that just like if you're around the water cooler and you're like, what can I watch? What can we talk about? That's kind of what we keep you up to date on. We don't necessarily watch what we're talking about in spoiler alert.
Well, I mean,
it's
you
just we
can,
want to keep up with things. But that's coming up next on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub on Good Morning Cookeville.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Putnam County schools have received $75,000 in mini grants from U-Trust to support employee recognition and appreciation. The school system release says a majority of the money, some $43,000, will go towards hosting a district-wide year-end appreciation event to sustain employee recognition programs throughout the year. Tennessee Highway Patrol says charges are pending following a Sunday motorcycle crash that injured a 19-year-old in Putnam County on Sunday. A Highway Patrol report says Elijah Ray Taylor crashed while trying to negotiate an uphill curve on Highway 136. The pending charge, failure to exercise due care. Thanksgiving travelers will not be delayed by construction on Tennessee roads during this holiday. TDOT will halt all lane closure activity on interstates and highways in anticipation of higher traffic volumes. The state release says all construction-related lane closures will be stopped beginning at noon tomorrow through 6 a.m. Monday. That's the news from WHUB.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. On UCR last night, the Upperman girls beat Shelbyville 54-25 to move to 3-1 on the season. Cookeville swept York Institute. On the girls' side, 51-33, Macy Hudson had a career-high 16 points. On the boys' side, the Cavs won 64-30 with 4 different players in double figures. The Tennessee Tech women's basketball team moved to 5-2 on the season with a win against visiting Samford Tuesday night, 79-65. Peyton Carter led Tech with 20 points, with Reagan Grimes, Terrace Thornton, and Anna Walker each pitching in 14 in the win. Tech will get ready to travel to Colorado for a matchup with the Lady Buffaloes on Tuesday. The Tennessee Volunteers are back into the college football playoff top 12 as they were ranked 8th and slotted into the number 9 seed, currently going on the road to number 8 Georgia. The top 4 rankings stayed the same with Oregon, Ohio State, Texas, and Penn State. Notre Dame jumped up to number 5, with the Indiana Hoosiers falling to 10. North Carolina football announced yesterday that head coach Mack Brown would not be returning to the sidelines next season to coach the Tar Heels. Brown will coach the Heels in their final regular season game against NC State, but no official word on if he will coach their bowl game. Brown is the winningest head coach in UNC football history, with a record of 113 wins, 78 losses, and 1 tie. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stock futures are falling as markets brace for the PCE inflation report. The October PCE report is expected to show a sharper increase in prices last month for a second month in a row. The PCE tracks what kinds of goods and services consumers buy and how much they pay for them, as well as how much consumers change their spending habits when prices rise or fall. And Hyundai is recalling over 226,000 vehicles in the U.S. because of rear-view camera display concerns and the possibility the image may fail to display. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the recall affects certain 2021 to 22 model year Santa Fe SUVs and Elantra sedans. It also says the issue will be remedied by dealers who will replace the rear-view camera free of charge. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Lillian Wu, invested in you.
This year, American farmers will harvest 2.8 billion bushels of wheat and 15.1 billion bushels of corn. And to this day, American road workers have built 4.2 million miles of roads and counting. We're proud that John Deere machines rolling off the line here in the USA play a part in supporting Americans who work the land and build a better tomorrow. Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at johndeere.com/.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Busiest travel day of the year, and temperatures will be fairly mild, at least to start with. We'll start off dry, but eventually showers break out maybe as early as this afternoon, highs around 60. Overnight, cooler air starts to filter in with rain, and a front that rolls through will drop back into the low 40s. Probably won't get out of the 40s during the day on Thanksgiving. Overnight, partly cloudy, back into the low 30s, low 40s by Friday with mostly sunny skies.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning. I'm Sheila Scruggs, and Jason has been out this week, so we've had some guest co-host with me. And today it is my lovely husband.
Oh, lovely. I love it.
My big man of a husband, Tim Scruggs.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
It's fun to be co-hosting with you because we used to do that. That's kind of how we met in radio many years ago. But it's really fun. I hope you've been having a good time so far.
Yeah, so far it's been great. I love it.
It's time for spoiler alert, and this is where we tell you what's going on the tube, the shows you need to watch, maybe some movies, and that's I was going to say things you need to know about TV. We're going to tell you the spoilers. Not really, though, because I don't watch half of this stuff. Tonight on Jimmy Fallon, he has Ben Stiller on there, actress Katie Holmes, and music by Heavy Makeup. I don't know who Heavy Makeup is. I do know when I wear too much, it kind of makes my skin feel a little. But where did they get that name?
I don't know.
My makeup's a little heavy today. You know what? That'd be a good band name.
The group Kiss could probably have used that name.
Heavy Makeup? That would have been good. Seth Meyers has J Hud on it. Jennifer Hudson. We really like her. She was like a guest star the other day on The Voice, and she gives such good advice, musical advice. Well, she kind of knows what she's doing.
She was on American Idol and everything. And
she wasn't the winner, but boy, she's done a lot with her being like I think she's in the top 10.
Yeah.
Also, Don't Miss TV is Survivor. We've missed it for several seasons now. We used to watch it every time it came on, and then it's like been there, done that. I just got bored of it. But it's on CBS tonight. Countdown to Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Oh, I love the parade.
Yeah, that's tomorrow, of course, on Thanksgiving. But I guess they're going to give you a little snippet of who the performers are going to be. But that's tonight on NBC. Saturday Night Live Thanksgiving Special. That's always fun. That's coming up on NBC. I guess it's after the Countdown to Macy's.
I want to hear Adam Sandler singing that.
If they don't have that, then something's wrong because that's a classic.
That is.
Turkey, turkey, turkey. Well, I'm not going to sing it.
I love it.
And Expedition Files on Discovery, a series premiere. And I wonder if Snap's on, Tim.
Ooh.
He does not like it when I watch Snap.
No, you get ideas. That's what I don't like.
I do not get ideas. Tim swears, and so does Jason.
Leer over at me.
Jason and you think it's a how-to show and not just a snapped. It's always the wife that snaps.
Yeah, generally, yeah.
And then what to stream on Netflix. It's season 7 of Chef's Table. Then some movies. Let's see. Looks like it is riding high on a wave of stunning animation, even when its story runs adrift. That is the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I think it's what's the name of the movie? No.
They hid it from you.
It's something about, they're talking about Moana. I thought it was going to, okay. Dwayne Johnson is one of the voices in Moana, too. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. But he's got like a Christmas movie, too, with J.K. Simmons.
Oh, okay.
Or J.F. Simmons. I don't know. J.K. Simmons. Uh-huh. He's in that, and it's gotten kind of mixed reviews on that. Some people say it's the next Christmas classic, and others say it's not good. But I think it looks like, just from the trailer, it looks like it's good. But there's Moana 2 that saying all the kids will like that because the critics are saying, hey, you can ride high on Moana's wave. So Moana 2. There's so many kids that love that movie. And you talk about positive messages, that's what Moana is. Yeah. Then some other things in Hollywood news. Jim Abrams, he was the writer-director of Airplane and the Naked Gun movies.
I love those.
He passed away yesterday. He was 80 years old. He also directed Top Secret, starring Val Kilmer, and Ruthless People. That was when Bette Midler was in, and Danny DeVito. So rest in peace to Jim. Also, Good Time star John Amos. He had passed away few months back, they finally had a kind of a remembrance for him. His family and friends had a service Saturday in New Jersey, and a lot of his co-stars were there. I think he's one of the most underrated actors because, the daddy on Good Times, and then when he left the show, it really changed the show, I think.
It changed the whole dynamic there.
It really did. So John Amos, we will miss you. He was 84, and he died from congestive heart failure. Now, as far as another movie that's going to be really big at the box office, I think it already opened. It breaks box office records. It is Wicked. There are so many things, like they had a makeup line, a nail polish line, a clothesline. I'm thinking about wrestling. No, but Wicked.
We talked about The Rock a minute ago,
Sorry,
so why
I was
not?
like, Tim has been a bad influence on me with the wrestling. I'm just like, whatever, Tim. Well, you can watch wrestling. The musical of Wicked earned $15.8 million just Monday in ticket sales. And then, of course, it's still showing, so it's going to continue to break records, I'm sure. Then the new dictionary word, demure. If y'all haven't seen this, it's on TikTok, it's on Instagram a lot. There was an influencer. Her name is Jules LeBron. Her catchphrase, very demure, very mindful. So demure is a new dictionary word. Okay. Now, you had some news about Wendy Williams.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Like you remember about a year or two ago, 2023, so last year, she was diagnosed with dementia and aphasia. Well, unfortunately, now she has been listed as permanently incapacitated. So
that's sad to me because she was so quick-witted.
Yes,
and always had like something fun to say. I know she started out as a radio DJ. I think it was in New York and was like #1 for several years, and then had her own show. But her guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, there was the documentary that we watched.
Yeah,
I guess it was
that.
about a year ago. It was A&E. It was on A&E.
She was starting to lose. You could see she's starting to lose a little bit of dementia there.
Loses her mind. I don't want to say that. That sounded bad, but like her memory was going, and she would have like come in and out of like she was lucid sometimes, and other times she wasn't. And I think they have taken advantage of that. I was feeling really bad for even watching that because I felt like they don't need to be filming this. This lady has got really something wrong with her. Yeah. And it was called Where is Wendy Williams? And I felt like they were just trying to make money off of her. So that's what the guardian of her, this Sabrina Morrissey, she's wanting to take it to court.
Yeah,
right?
She's trying to let some of those funds that they made go toward Wendy's medical bills. So.
And I don't blame her at all because it's really her name that they made some money off of. And I don't know who got that money, but it does need to go to the care of her. And I'm sure those bills are really adding up. So we'll see how that turns out. And but incapacitated.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Wendy is maybe in her late 50s.
Way too young for anything.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is.
But we'll keep a watch on that.
One episode where I guess it was a Halloween or something. She was dressed up as the Statue of Liberty and then just fainted.
She passed out on camera. Yeah, I do remember that. And some people thought that was just to get ratings. I think that was the start of some of her health problems.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was like a big wake-up call there.
And then she just had many, health problems. So I do kind of hope that since that documentary was about her, some of that goes to her medical care.
I agree.
It's always, you never know who's going to react a bad way when somebody either passes or gets ill, but I don't know if it's her family or friends that are trying to take advantage of that money.
Yeah.
But it's her name and it needs to go to her care.
Yeah, I agree. It's just exploitation.
It's just what's right.
Plain and simple.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to remind you guys that Thanksgiving night, which is tomorrow night, we're going to start something on Hub Plus, the Roku app, Hub Plus, and also on channel 192 on Spectrum and Twin Lakes. It will be the Yule log. That's the fireplace that you can wrap presents by. You have it on, has got Christmas music in the background. I always like that. And it does something with your mind because even though it's not a real fireplace, just having it on feels warmer. Feels warm and fuzzy. And then you're playing Christmas music. I mean, because usually the official start of Christmas. It always has been at my house, and I think at your house too, and us together. It's like you have Thanksgiving dinner, and then, okay, I'm ready for Christmas now. So Thanksgiving night starts the Yule log, and it starts at 6 p.m. to midnight each night through Christmas. And then I know on Sunday nights too, we do have some church programming, but other than that, you'll have the Yule log that you can listen to Christmas music and warm by the fire on your TV set and on Hub Plus.
Well, let's get some marshmallows and put by the TV and everything.
I wonder if it really will.
Oh, it would take a while.
It would take a long while. But coming up next, The Real Good. You're listening to Good Morning Cookeville with Jason and Sheila. Well, Tim's filling in for Jason.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Black Friday starts today at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. We're offering 1.9% APR financing for 60 months on all 2024 Ford F-150s, Escapes, and Expedition. Plus, make no payments for 90 days when you buy almost any new Ford or Lincoln. Want to make your money go further? We are offering to double your down payment up to an extra $2,000. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnCookeville.com.
Maybe you don't think about the Tennessee Department of Correction unless you work here or know someone in our custody. It's not personal until it is. But we think about you. While you are sleeping, our officers are inside, behind the fence, supervising the men and women in our custody. It's not an easy job, but we are committed to making Tennessee a safer place to live and raise our families, because this is our home too, and it is personal to us.
Sponsored by Tennessee Department of Correction.
The Upper Cumberland Habitat Restore in Cookeville is expanding their team with part-time positions available. They are seeking dedicated individuals who are passionate about community impact and customer service. Responsibilities may include maintaining an organized, welcoming store environment, assisting with donation acceptance and processing, and supporting daily operations. Ideal candidates are customer-focused, proactive, and committed to fostering a positive shopping experience. Joining their team offers a chance to make a meaningful difference. For more information, contact them at restore@uchabitat.org.
Experience peace of mind with Cove Generators, your trusted partner in power solutions. This holiday season, stay powered during the holidays with our exclusive offer. Purchase a Generac generator before 2025 and receive a free 10-year warranty. Whether it's for home, outdoor, or commercial use, our expert installers ensure you will never lose power again. Visit us at 728 East 15th Street, Cookeville, Tennessee, or call 615-241-6343. Trust the Cove Generators family to keep your family safe and powered this winter.
From everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Hey guys, it's Philip Gibbons for Carlin Chevrolet. Aren't you tired of being sold a car by the other guys? And once you leave the lot, the dealership acts like they don't even know you anymore? Well, at Carlin Chevrolet, they're not in the business of just selling cars. They're in the business of making you family by having the #1 customer service in the Upper Cumberland for over 10 years and lifetime oil changes. Carlin Chevrolet on the corner of Spring and Willow, or carlinchevrolet.com. Carlin Chevrolet. Up front, honest, home.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Hey there, we're back. I got to put my glasses on so I can see.
Look official here.
It's readers because today's my birthday and I'm officially old. I'm like, I got readers.
You know, though, what? You don't have prescription lenses yet, and you're...
Well, these are prescription readers because I feel fancy.
But, you know, a lot of people, by the time they're 40 or so...
Okay, I'm 54? I was like, I had to think.
Let me think here.
54. But, yeah, even the eye doctor, he was like, your eyes are really good for your age, and I have not had any kind of
no LASIK or
anything like that. And I get that from my dad. I mean, he didn't need glasses until his late 40s, so I'm going pretty good on that. So that's a blessing. But it's time for the real good. This is when we pick out some stories that are positive and uplifting, and we call it
The
real good.
I was
That
a little bit
good,
early
Tim. I
there.
didn't know. We didn't practice that. It just looked like, hey, I'm ready to say it. Well, in Memphis, Tennessee, farmers worked with volunteer groups to make the most of their annual crop drop event. The farmers delivered a staggering 40,000 pounds of sweet taters to a church parking lot.
There is actually farmers in Memphis. I have heard it all.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I wasn't even thinking about that, but you don't think of Memphis as a big farming.
Oh no,
place.
not an agricultural kind of town.
Maybe not downtown Memphis.
Yeah.
The outskirts.
We got Beale Street lined with cornfields.
Yeah. And volunteers work tirelessly to bag and distribute the food to local food pantries just in time for their Thanksgiving. The crop drop is just one part of a bigger mission that the church keeps in mind throughout the year. Church leader Reverend Sandy Webb explained the goal for all volunteers is just to sow and show love. She said, at a very base level, the whole point of today is to show love. Sometimes that looks like a hug. Sometimes it looks like a sweet potato. I love that. Our next real good story, way back in the 1970s, way back,
yeah.
when I was born, Don Horning was teaching at Ann Arbor, Michigan, and was inspired to assemble and donate Thanksgiving meals to those in need. Even though Don is now retired, the tradition lives on. For decades, he has quietly assembled pies, and Thanksgiving.
Assembled birds, okay.
Turkey. I don't even know what I'm reading. I was like, he assembled birds?
Yeah,
What?
put them
Oh,
together.
yeah,
Here's
turkey.
the wings here.
Pies and Thanksgiving fixins by the dozens each November, and he's giving them to families who need kind of a boost and need that food. Along the way, he inspired another teacher, Rob Lilly, to get involved and protect this event and keep it going.
Yeah.
Many followers that were educated by them pitched in, collecting donations, also identifying students and families that were in need of these donations, and making sure the right people get the food donations. This year alone, Don, Rob, and a lot of relatives and friends distributed 156 turkeys or birds and pumpkin pies. Since the mid-1990s, they've given away more than 3,000 meals. Isn't that amazing? While this year was successful, the work isn't done yet. Extra donations are going to be spent buying hams to give away at Christmas.
The ones that nobody likes.
The hams?
Yeah.
Oh, I like ham.
Remember the other?
Yeah, because it was the third thing I was like, dressing, bird, and then ham. That was what a lot of people didn't like. But anyway, I'm sure these folks will like it because, a lot of times we take things for granted. And they said, we'll keep doing it until I guess we can't. But they're going to give away hams at Christmas. And then there's always next year, they said.
Oh, yeah.
So to the Memphis farmers and also to Don Horning, who is in Ann Arbor, Michigan, setting a good example for others, y'all are real good. Now, Jason always does Ask Sheila, and I've got these questions now. I found out where they come from, so maybe I can cheat. But I'm going to ask Tim the question since I am the main host.
You are the MC.
You haven't seen these or looked at these, right?
I
Where's
have
the
not.
questions? I know they're here somewhere. Now I'm like, I should have marked it. Oh, I found it.
Oh, okay.
You ready, Tim?
I'm ready.
So this is looks like it's about Thanksgiving again and Black Friday.
Okay.
So that's the only hint
I don't
you
know
get.
Black Friday.
But this can be any answer. It's just like a lot of these are people that are surveyed and then they give the answers.
There's surveys everywhere. So let's
I usually say just first thing that comes to my mind, but you may not want to go with that. You may want to think through it. Here is Ask Tim this morning. The day after Thanksgiving is the second busiest day of the year for urgent care clinics. On this day, these clinics see a 60% spike in this particular injury. What do you think it is?
I would say burns because
that's good. I'll give you another one. That's not it.
Oh, okay.
Just think of what people do on Thanksgiving with their bird.
Well, I was going to say fry it, but okay.
Not burn, not catching a house on fire.
Yeah, see, I got my mind hooked on that now, and I can't change.
I know. See how hard it is?
It is.
Thank you, Tim, for understanding.
Broken bones. I don't know.
Cuts. trying to cut the Thanksgiving bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got those electric knives, too.
I almost think the electric knives are a little bit scarier.
Yeah.
Because you're like, it's easy, and you know. The second question: the day after Thanksgiving, 15% of people at urgent care clinics. Yeah, it's another urgent care clinics because of this. What is it? Okay, they have injuries because of this. What is it? And it's still urgent care question, but it's not the same one. It sounded like I was reading the same one.
But it's not knives now since it has to do with
It's not knives, but if you think of maybe being in the backyard with your family, what do a lot of people do?
Grill.
They don't grill on things. Well, they might fry.
They injure themselves watching TV, right?
Close. Playing football.
Playing football, yeah, that makes sense.
So there's a spike with cuts and football injury at urgent care. Okay, this one's going to be about Black Friday. I caught myself. This one's going to be about Black Friday. In addition to retail outlets, Black Friday is the busiest day of the year for these people too. What are they? It's a profession. It's a type of profession.
Let me see. Customer service. See, I work at a bank, and people are always, my card's not working. What's wrong?
Yeah, and then Black Friday deals. I think that's a great answer.
Well,
it said plumbers.
Plumbers.
Due to the backed up sinks, the garbage disposals, and it didn't say this, but I would say bathrooms too.
Well,
because when you got a whole family together, there's going to be bathroom time.
Oh, my.
Not together, hopefully.
Oh,
but
we like to do things as a family, but we'll leave that one off.
No. Well, there was wasn't it Kelly? No, now she's divorced, but Kelly Clarkson and her husband had dual toilet seats side by side. And I'm like,
I can't imagine.
I'm like, maybe that's why
you're divorced.
Because really, that should be kept private. I mean, nobody needs to see or hear that.
I love you, baby, but
no, I don't want you holding my hand while I'm on the toilet. Now, maybe if I'm sick and you hold my hair back while I'm sick to my stomach, that's a little different.
Yeah, that's
but
different.
Nobody really wants that either. But yeah, plumbers, due to all the backed up sinks and then the garbage disposals because they're cooking so much, I can see that.
Huh.
So that was Ask Tim this morning.
I hope I filled in your shoes nicely there.
You did, because you did exactly what I did. Didn't get any answers right. Sometimes I'll have a good day and get some of the answers right. But yeah, we're talking about Thanksgiving. There's some other things about Thanksgiving I was going to mention. Where are they? Here we are. Well, we talked about, there's people that don't like mashed potatoes either. I don't know why we're talking about different things on Thanksgiving. Now I'm trying to find my...
See, what I think is some of these things are crazy, and then people think, what Tim doesn't like is crazy. So, well,
Tim is crazy. He married me.
Hey, you keep the spice going.
Yes, the spice. I was going to remind people the Putnam County YMCA has their turkey trot tomorrow, and there's so many people that come from different states just to do that. Well, they're getting together with their family, so they go and run the turkey trot, and there's one for the kids.
Not what trot means to me. I'm like,
no, and trot, if I'm trotting or running, somebody's chasing me or something's chasing me.
Exactly.
But this is a big tradition for a lot of families, and it said who actually runs a lot of the turkey trots. It says the banker. That's wrong with Tim. He might be a banker, but it said the banker. This is usually a recreational runner, not someone that's a serious runner, but who's putting calories in the bank so they can pig out later. Also, the ringer, which means usually an athlete from home from Thanksgiving on college that's tall and skinny, and they say, I'll run that turkey trot and show off.
Yeah, they're ringers, yeah.
And the rebounder is another person that runs the turkey trot, because this is the person who used to be in shape and swears that the turkey trot keeps them on track for a good turkey dinner. They don't feel as guilty. Well, coming up next, we've got some great guests. Just after 7 will be Ashley Swan. We'll talk about food to the rescue on this day of this week of Thanksgiving, and we'll hope to pass along that to other folks, and we'll talk about Food to the Rescue. And then at 6:30, Delnora, she's going to sing a song from her new Christmas album at 7:30. We'll talk to her, local singer, just a beautiful voice. That's all coming up next hour on Good Morning Cookeville, so stay with us.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB Cookeville.
Will it last? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. A 60-day ceasefire went into effect this morning, stopping Israel's fight against Hezbollah, but Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, through a translator, warns of
full military action. If Hezbollah doesn't follow the agreement, we'll attack.
Israel's already decimated Hezbollah, killing its leader and many other senior militants. And as the ceasefire holds,
thousands of Lebanese civilians have begun to return to their homes near the Israeli border. Troops from Israel and the Iran-backed militant group Hezbollah have agreed to pull back from that area as part of the U.S. brokered truce. But around 60,000 Israelis forced to evacuate communities in northern Israel have been told it's not yet safe for them to return home.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Now, Israel is still at war in Gaza. President Biden says
now Hamas has a choice to make. Their only way out is to release the hostages, including American citizens, which they hold.
They were kidnapped in the terror attack last year that triggered the war in Gaza and led Hezbollah to join the fight against Israel. The International Criminal Court is alleging crimes against Muslims in Burma, issuing an arrest warrant for Burma's military leader who took over in a coup in 2021. The incoming Trump border czar went to the Texas border, and Tom Homan told National Guard troops in Eagle Pass,
President Trump will secure this border. He's did it before, he's going to do it again. But this time we finish the job.
That includes, Homan says, a mass deportation after record illegal immigration, something some Democratic mayors and governors plan to resist. A lot of people are hitting the road, or in long lines at airports the day before Thanksgiving.
AAA says nearly 80 million of us are expected to travel through Monday, with the vast majority going by car. And Mother Nature may not cooperate. Forecasters say winter storms could disrupt travel, complete with a cold front expected to sweep through the Midwest and South before heading east with precipitation and colder temperatures.
Fox's Tanya Dejay Powers. Only 19 flights are canceled. America's listening to Fox News.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
President-elect Trump keeps adding people to his next administration as he plans big tariffs on Canadian, Mexican, and Chinese imports. The Trump pick for U.S. Trade Representative is Jamieson Greer. He's also bringing back Kevin Hassett to head up the White House Economic Council, and President-elect Trump wants Dr. Jay Bhattacharya to lead the National Institutes of Health. Of course, many Trump nominees face intense scrutiny in the Senate at confirmation hearings starting in January.
Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana is one of the Republicans who voted to convict President-elect Trump during his second impeachment trial. As the incoming chairman of the Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee, he'll be heavily involved in the confirmation process of Health and Human Human Services nominee Robert Kennedy Jr. and Department of Labor nominee Lori Chavez-DeRemer. Meanwhile, the likely next chair of the Senate Armed Services Committee, Roger Wicker of Mississippi, met with Department of Defense nominee Pete Hegseth. Wicker could be key in Hegseth winning over senators who have questions about his experience and qualifications. Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
5 people are under arrest in New York in a big shoplifting bust.
Facing charges including felony possession of stolen property, conspiracy, and other crimes. They're accused of stealing $2 million worth of clothing, beauty, and other various products from Macy's, Victoria's Secret, American Eagle, Sephora, and Ulta. Homeland Security Investigations reports nationally, businesses have lost about $4 billion to organized retail crime since 2021. Tom Graham, Fox News.
On Wall Street, ahead of an inflation update this morning, stock futures are barely moving the day after another Dow record high. The World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers are rearming for their title defense, signing pitcher Blake Snell to the biggest free agent contract of this baseball offseason. Snell, who pitched for the Giants last season, gets a 5-year deal with the Dodgers worth $182 million. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville's Industrial Development Board set to review next week a grant agreement related to a new shopping center at South Willow Avenue and I-40. The agreement between Putnam County and Cookeville would provide $2.75 million for project infrastructure improvements. The proposed development calls for 2 anchor tenants and 3 restaurants on the 48-acre site. Tennessee Tech has received $4.8 million in federal grant funding for improving the nation's electric vehicle battery recycling ecosystem. The university planning to develop a first-of-its-kind mobile processing hub, allowing EV owners to have batteries safely disassembled and shredded on site. The State Department of Education has recognized 7 Putnam County schools with reward school status. A total of 377 schools across the state received the designation for demonstrating high levels of performance. 7 designations in Putnam County, the most ever in a single school year. That's the news from WHUB.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Well, as you know, Jason is out this week. You just got Sheila. But Tim, my husband, is co-hosting with me today.
Good morning.
And we're very excited to have Ashley
yes.
McCaleb Swan in with us.
I'm so happy to
good
see
morning.
you.
And Tim, like, you probably didn't realize this because you were playing basketball. He did play-by-play and would call your games. He's like, hey, Ashley McCaleb, that's the Ashley McCaleb, right? And I was like, well, she's a Swan now.
She was a superstar, I'm telling you.
Thanks.
Loved it.
That was a long time ago. It was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know Food to the Rescue is something very dear to your heart. It's something you started.
Yes.
And I think with this Thanksgiving week, we're all kind of feeling grateful and just appreciative of what we have. And this is a good time to kind of give back to and support those in need locally. And that's what Food to the Rescue is about. So what put it on your heart to start something like this? How did you know about so much food insecurity in our area? Because it's really surprising just how many people need your help.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't know. It was completely God-led. And, I was just talking to a friend of mine that was a local school teacher one day. This was back in 2016. And she was just telling me how some of her students at school didn't eat when they went home. And, we all...
It's hard to imagine that.
It is, because we all live in our own little bubble, and I was like, what? And so then once I started, looking into it, I found a lot of information that, no, there were some kids that were going hungry when they got home.
And yeah, because you were thinking that should not happen. That's not going to happen on my watch.
Right.
And then you just realized it's even more than you thought. And I can't imagine worrying about where my next meal is and then trying to do my homework too. And then there's a lot of folks that are, they're homeless. They're staying with their family, they're staying with their friends, and they're moving from home to home.
Yeah.
And that is happening in our area. That's
Absolutely.
happening in our school system.
Absolutely.
So what does Food to the Rescue do? How did you get this well-oiled machine going? And tell us the process and how folks can help.
Well, first of all, I couldn't do all of this ministry without my amazing team. I have a great group of ladies that they all, have their own roles, from volunteer coordinator, food coordinator, family outreach coordinator. They kind of all put this together. And so we pack. We actually we buy our food and pack and deliver the food directly to the kids' homes.
So I'm sure that out of this, you can use more volunteers.
Absolutely. We use close to 200 volunteers each of our 6 distributions.
How can somebody volunteer if they want to?
So we go to foodtotherescue.org, and we have a link on there for volunteering or donating. And
great.
Yeah.
Actually, how long have you been doing this?
7 years. Well, 7.5, I guess now.
And how has it grown from that first couple of years to now 7 years? Because at first you were just kind of jumping in and thinking, I'm just going to help a few people.
Right, yeah.
Then you realized it was a few hundred.
Yeah.
And now probably thousands.
In June of 2017, and I just fed 8 kids that summer. And then it was just kind of word of mouth. And once I got flyers to the teachers and counselors and stuff like that, it just started growing. And we quickly went to 100 to 200. And now we're feeding over 1,000 kids between Putnam and Overton County.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then go ahead.
I was just going to say, I was looking at your site a little bit yesterday, and you have something called Sponsor a Child.
We do.
Yeah, and now tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so just $12.50 a month, you can sponsor a child for a year. So in each food box, we spend about $25 per box, and that's 6 times a year. So it comes out to $150 that we spend per child per year. And so we're just asking
for a
people.
whole year, then that's not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I can spend that much going to the grocery store.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
One trip.
Yeah, and so we're just asking people to sign up to sponsor a child for $12.50 a month. And it's pretty easy. You just go to our website and click the donate link, and then it's all set up on PayPal where you can just click the monthly button, and then it'll just be a recurring payment.
And a lot of folks don't realize that you're also the one that does the Spread the Love, the peanut butter campaign.
Yeah.
Because peanut butter is a good source of protein, and that's easy for the kids to fix too.
Right.
Because a lot of times the kids are by themselves while their mom or dad is working, or they just don't have the availability of that food, and that's something easy for them.
Yeah, and for that reason, we put everything that goes into the box is easy to open and ready to eat.
Yeah.
And so
even some of the cereals that have, do you have the little cup cereals? I think you put those in the back.
We actually don't do cereal just because it's too sugary. I do try to put the most nutritious foods that I can in the box.
That's great.
And so I take in consideration, would I eat it? And so, yeah. I think that's only fair. I don't want to just give them whatever, because sugar kind of makes you hungry after you eat it.
It
so
does.
I go for high protein, foods.
Yeah, and vegetables too. I know you give apples.
We do apples and bananas, and a loaf of bread, jar of peanut butter.
Peanut butter and apples. I can make a meal off of that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's good protein. Then you've got a little bit of sweet there with it too, but a natural sweet that's so much better for you than those sugary cereals. Yeah. Can people donate food, or is it better to donate monetarily so you can get what they need and kind of divide it out?
Yeah, we have people do food drives for us all the time, and what we end up doing usually is just kind of putting that at the end of the line and throwing a random item in the box. But it's easier for us if they just donate monetarily, and then we buy exactly what we need, and the same thing goes in each box, except for the allergy boxes. I don't know if you knew that we did allergy boxes as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of kids that have some allergies and like
food allergies, like peanuts.
Definitely food allergies, So that's good to watch out for that too. Yeah. So, how many on your list would be an allergy box? How many of those do you do?
Oh gosh, we probably have 30 to 40.
That's a lot of
boxes
kids
in Putnam County. Now there's another probably 20 or so in Overton County.
And I don't know if people realize, you have a slew of people that come and help fill the boxes, and you can tell in the videos and stuff, or if you go and do it in person, it's like this feeling, and you've got that light in you. You
Yeah,
know
it's
you're
fun.
passing that and paying it forward to somebody
Yeah.
else. But y'all deliver it to folks too.
We do, and that's the best part. That's my favorite part, honestly,
Yeah.
because it's really an eye opener. It's really humbling to see who you're delivering to, and then it also
smile and everything.
Yeah, and then oh gosh, if you get to
That'd
see
be
the
rewarding.
kids that you're delivering to, then and just to see the joy on their faces when they get that food, it's just there's nothing else like it.
Well, I've heard that some of the kids too, they know what it's like to go without, and they even put food aside for their siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you think of that, I'm thinking, I don't know if I'd have done that. I hope I would have.
That's my potato chips. Give them back.
But they know how. I mean, they want to take care of their siblings too, and
Yeah.
they will ration it out.
Mm-hmm.
They would give to their siblings more than themselves.
And that's why we give one box per child in the home.
That's great.
And so each child gets their own box.
That's amazing how far that's come too, because you start out with something, and then you get to give. Like a child gets a box for themselves.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Now, we're going to talk more about Food to the Rescue when we come back, and what Ashley Swan and her team of great volunteers and folks that help make Food to the Rescue so successful and help out so many families all year long, not just this time of year, when we come back on Good Morning Cookeville.
Hey, it's Jason here from Jason and Sheila on Good Morning Cookeville, and I'm sure you've heard by now, totally scared of the dentist. That's why I choose Hayes Family Dentistry in Cookeville. Dr. Kevin Hayes and Sandy Hayes, they take their time. They make sure their patients aren't in any pain whatsoever. Like, they take extra careful time to make sure that you're comfortable while you're at the dentist, and they do it all for you too. Hayes Family Dentistry, they offer everything you need to keep and restore your healthy, beautiful smile. They do general and cosmetic dentistry, dental implants, and of course, sedation dentistry, and so much more. Visit them at hayesdentistry.com. Hayes Family Dentistry. Dr. Kevin and Dr. Sandy right here in Cookeville. Go by and see them.
Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614. Or 10th Street in Cookeville. Hayes Family Dentistry.
Hey, Golden Eagle fans, join us for an action-packed day at the Hoop on Wednesday, November 27th at 1 p.m. as our Tennessee Tech men's team takes on Presbyterian. Watch your Golden Eagles battle it out on the court and help them secure another home win. Don't miss a moment of the action. Get your tickets at the ticket office or visit ttusports.com. Let's pack the Hoop and make this season unforgettable. Wings up!
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. One of our clients says something interesting about why he chose us. He said the financial advisor he had worked with up to this point in his life wasn't the one to get him through retirement. Is that you? You've made it this far, but you recognize you don't get a do-over when you're actually in retirement. It's not too late to feel confident about your financial future. The first step is easy. Set up a phone consultation or in-person meeting with any of our offices by calling us at 615-851-1950 or just go to paulwinkler.com.
And now located in Cookeville.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text REP to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text REP to 321-321. That's REP to 321-321.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville.
And thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning Cookeville. Our guest this morning is Ashley Swan. She started Food to the Rescue about 7 years ago, and it's feeding thousands now in Putnam and Overton County. So we're happy to have her along with us. And I know you just saw it in your heart. You to think that anybody goes hungry just hurts us, but then to think that children are going hungry, and that's what Food to the Rescue does. It really feeds the kids of this area.
Correct.
So you know that if you donate to Food to the Rescue, it stays in Putnam and Overton County. It is the local charity that was started right here, and volunteers. You got several volunteers from churches and the community, and you said $12, $12.50?
$12.50 a month.
$12.50 a month, or any donation helps. You can give more than that. You can give a one-time donation. If you don't have enough in your budget to give 12, you can give 5. You know,
absolutely.
We're just sponsoring a child for $12.50. So
that's right.
But yeah, I'm sure any donation can help.
Oh, absolutely. Anything helps.
And I know this time of year too. You give a little more in some of the boxes too for Thanksgiving.
We actually don't do Thanksgiving because there are a lot of other, churches and places
There's food pantries and everything
pantries,
too.
yeah.
That kind of, you guys help fill in the gaps between like food pantries and things like that, because I know that Food to the Rescue gives during like
school breaks.
School breaks.
So we deliver right before a 2-week school break, and then 3 times in the summer. So right before they get out for summer, and then 2 more times in June and July.
And they really struggle. Some of the kids really struggle if because they get a lot of their meals from school. And they have a food pantry at school, too.
They do.
And folks donate to that. But when they are on break, there's a lot of kids that do not eat and do not get the nutrients they need.
Right, or have access to food. And so that's one reason we deliver directly to the home, too. Because now I know sometimes Putnam County schools have certain schools open where they can go get breakfast or lunch. But, I mean, if you don't have transportation to get there, then, you're stuck at home. So that's one reason we deliver the food directly to the home.
I just feel like there's not another charity that you've heard of like this, even nationwide, that delivers to the home. And that's why you make sure it gets in the mouths of those that need it.
We're trying.
The mouths and the bellies of those that need it.
Yeah.
So all year long, you were talking about, this is not just a Thanksgiving thing. If folks are new to the area and wondering what Food to the Rescue is, started locally, like I said, right here in the Putnam County area for the school. Is it just school children?
No, we feed every child in the home. And so if your child goes to school, then that may be where you hear about it. But we feed all the children in the home from ages 1 to 18.
So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And then you know that when you give, it's staying local, and you're helping out the children who need it most. And you really learn through talking to the teachers and principals too, the families that really are in need.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The teachers and the counselors really can identify those kids and help them get signed up at school. And so, and then there's a lot of like word of mouth and stuff too.
Right. And that's how it's grown.
Yeah.
And then volunteers say, I want to get in on this. I want to help our community. And I think that's what's made it so popular too. You know that you're helping folks right here in your own community.
Yes.
You have a lot of educators in your family, right? You got a lot of teachers.
Yeah.
I see.
Yep. Yeah.
And Mrs. Joy McCaleb
Yes.
Petite now is your stepmom. And
Larry McCaleb was my dad.
Larry
was
McCaleb.
coach, yes.
Coach McCaleb.
Yeah, Coach
Yeah, he was the coach
Yep.
of the boys team when I was calling the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
That was
just
a
think
great team. Boy, that was a
Yeah.
really good team at Upperman that
he's
year.
a good coach. Is that how your love of helping kids too? Because I mean,
maybe I've not even thought about that. Yeah,
that's all in the family.
That is so true. I've not even.
So how can people, like if they're listening and they say, I want to donate to Food to the Rescue because I know it's really helping out. So what
they
can
will
they
go
do?
to our website, foodtotherescue.org, and on there is a link to click to volunteer, and it takes you to the Sign Up Genius, and it will have all the slots available, or they can enter a spot if there's not anything available that they can do, they can enter. There's a spot where they can enter their email address, and then they'll be on our sign up list, or there's a link to donate, and it will take you to PayPal, and there you can make a one-time donation, or you can sign up to donate for the $12.50 a month, and just click that little box at the bottom, and it'll be recurring, and you don't even have to think about it, and you'll donate $12.50 a month.
And a lot of folks are looking, they want to donate during holiday time and during Christmas time, and instead of giving like the gift of like a present or something, this is one of the charities you can just go online to foodtotherescue.org. and choose that as your charity this time to donate to, or be one of the many that you donate to, because you know that it's really paying it forward. And like if you want to volunteer, you can also go online, because even though you have so many that help you out, you can always use more.
Oh, I tell you what, everybody wants to volunteer around Christmas, but when we really need volunteers in the summer.
Yeah.
And I know people are busy and they're going to the pool and to the lake and vacation and everything, but in the summer, June and July is when we have kids come in and pack, and it's so fun. The kids really enjoy packing.
And I think it's good for them to realize, be thankful and grateful for what they have, and then help other kids their own age.
Oh, absolutely. They love delivering too.
I love the videos that you guys post on Food to the Rescue, the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Because it's just, you can tell they're having the time of their life, and they're helping. It doesn't feel like work to them.
No, it doesn't at all.
But it takes, when they say it takes a village, it does for Food to the Rescue.
Yeah.
It takes drivers, and who maps out everything?
So that would be Robin Twitty and her husband Nathan.
Robin,
I know, go
your
ahead.
husband.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, that's what it is with us. Sheila and her husband, yeah.
Yeah, we've made the delivering process pretty easy I just have some awesome volunteers.
When you think about it, though, it is such a big organization now. And I can't even imagine how you get all of that. Like, you get from the start to finish, the food.
Yep.
Then find out who needs the food.
Right.
Then find out where to go and the right routes to take, so you're not just running your wheels ragged. You got a plan.
How many counties are you covering now?
Putnam and Overton. We would like to branch into Jackson County.
Yeah. And I'm sure they need it too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And so we're just trying to raise some more funds before we commit, to.
How can we help get that started? I mean, if somebody's in Jackson County listening and they say they want to help head it up, they can do that, because you first need the monetary.
Absolutely. They can email us. They can email us at foodtotherescue@yahoo.com. They
Just
can help
reach out and say,
donations
hey.
are the best thing, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got to have donations to be able to feed more kids.
So that's how it starts. It's just your donations.
Folks in Jackson County, you can hire some delivery drivers up there, and just let them kind of branch out like what you're saying.
Absolutely.
And we always the churches always have their congregations that's always wanting to help out and make the community better.
Absolutely. Churches are a big help. We have several that help us.
And you could find some drivers there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So if you guys want to do that and start in Jackson County, because I know there's a need in all of our counties, but Ashley and her team really need the help there too. And I would love to see that branch out in Jackson County too. Yeah. So it's fantastic what you got started. It really is. And I know it's hard for you to hear that, because you don't like the brag and you're humble.
That's not why I do it. I mean,
it isn't. And I can tell your heart is really in it. And I just think it's a beautiful thing that has been started. Yeah. And so many kids that are being helped. I mean, you get to see it when you deliver it. And I know those kids appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when we're feeling grateful for all we have this Thanksgiving, just remember those kids and families that don't have it right here in our own community. So please go to foodtotherescue.org. I mean, it's not like a radiothon, but I just really believe in what you're doing. And if you can spread the love and donate some peanut butter and all of that, and then volunteer all year long to help foodtotherescue.com and sponsor a child for $12.50 a month, that gets a box full of food for that child. And then if you want to give more, you can feed more than one child too, but any donation is appreciated.
Turn it down, are we?
No, not at all, because that really, that it's being paid forward to the kids of Putnam County and Overton County, and hopefully Jackson County real soon.
Yeah.
So Ashley McCaleb has been our guest this morning with Food to the Rescue.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's always good to see her.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks.
But thank you for what you do too, and the whole team of Food to the Rescue. So don't forget, follow their Facebook page, Food to the Rescue, or go to foodtotherescue.org to sponsor a child, or to just make a one-time donation. Anything is appreciated, and it goes far, because they make sure that dollar stretches and goes to where it needs to go. You're listening to Good Morning Cookeville. When we come back, we'll hear a beautiful Christmas song from Del Nora. That's next.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Putnam County schools have received $75,000 in mini grants from U-Trust to support employee recognition and appreciation. The school system release says a majority of the money, some $43,000, will go towards hosting a district-wide year-end appreciation event to sustain employee recognition programs throughout the year. Tennessee Highway Patrol says charges are pending following a Sunday motorcycle crash that injured a 19-year-old in Putnam County on Sunday. A Highway Patrol report says Elijah Ray Taylor crashed while trying to negotiate an uphill curve on Highway 136. The pending charge, failure to exercise due care. Thanksgiving travelers will not be delayed by construction on Tennessee roads during this holiday. TDOT will halt all lane closure activity on interstates and highways in anticipation of higher traffic volumes. The state release says all construction-related lane closures will be stopped beginning at noon tomorrow through 6 a.m. Monday. That's the news from WHUB.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. On UCR last night, the Upperman girls beat Shelbyville 54-25 to move to 3-1 on the season. Cookeville swept York Institute. On the girls' side, 51-33, Macy Hudson had a career-high 16 points. On the boys' side, the Cavs won 64-30 with 4 different players in double figures. The Tennessee Tech women's basketball team moved to 5-2 on the season with a win against visiting Samford Tuesday night, 79-65. Peyton Carter led Tech with 20 points, with Reagan Grimes, Terrace Thornton, and Anna Walker each pitching in 14 in the win. Tech will get ready to travel to Colorado for a matchup with the Lady Buffaloes on Tuesday. The Tennessee Volunteers are back into the college football playoff top 12 as they were ranked 8th and slotted into the number 9 seed, currently going on the road to number 8 Georgia. The top 4 rankings stayed the same with Oregon, Ohio State, Texas, and Penn State. Notre Dame jumped up to number 5 with the Indiana Hoosiers falling to 10. North Carolina football announced yesterday that head coach Mack Brown would not be returning to the sidelines next season to coach the Tar Heels. Brown will coach the Heels in their final regular season game against NC State, but no official word on if he will coach their bowl game. Brown is the winningest head coach in UNC football history with a record of 113 wins, 78 losses, and 1 tie. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report. GameStop back in the spotlight for some investors. Shares continuing their rally after ending Tuesday's session up more than 2% for its 3rd consecutive day of gains. StockTwit's director of community telling MarketWatch there's a lot of discussion about GameStop on the platform, with the stock currently number 4 on StockTwit's most active stocks list, and there's chatter among users whether GameStop is starting a new squeeze. In 2021, a short squeeze of the stock of the video game retailer and other securities took place, causing major financial consequences for a lot of hedge funds and large losses for short sellers. A short squeeze happens when the price of a stock moves sharply higher and causes traders who bet its price would fall to have to buy it, so they don't take on even bigger losses. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Lillian Wu, invested in you.
This year, American farmers will harvest 2.8 billion bushels of wheat and 15.1 billion bushels of corn. And to this day, American road workers have built 4.2 million miles of roads and counting. We're proud that John Deere machines rolling off the line here in the USA play a part in supporting Americans who work the land and build a better tomorrow. Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at johndeere.com/.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Busiest travel day of the year, and temperatures will be fairly mild, at least to start with. We'll start off dry, but eventually showers break out maybe as early as this afternoon, highs around 60. Overnight, cooler air starts to filter in with rain, and a front that rolls through will drop back into the low 40s. Probably won't get out of the 40s during the day on Thanksgiving. Overnight, partly cloudy, back into the low 30s, low 40s by Friday with mostly sunny skies.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sheila Scruggs, and Jason has been out this week. He's spending time with family, but I've had multiple co-hosts. I think y'all will understand the reason my favorite is today. He's my husband, Tim Scruggs.
Thank you.
And we're excited. One of our favorite singers is Del Nora.
I've been looking forward to this.
Yeah, I know. And you were like, hey, let's invite a singer in. I'm like, Del Nora.
Right. Exactly.
And she was so sweet to come in last minute because I'm just like, hey, everybody's out this week. And I said, I don't want you to think I thought of you last minute, but can you come in? She goes, sure, we're not leaving till the evening.
Hey.
But I want to make sure, I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, Tim may have.
We'll show it all here.
Yeah. That's her new album. It's a beautiful album. And it's also on Spotify.
Yep.
So it's called Bring On Christmas.
All the platforms. It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be on all the platforms. But I mean, Del Nora Reed Acuff, she's a local artist, and you're known all over. You've like been up for several awards too recently.
Couple.
Let's talk about that. Let's brag on you.
No. I tell you, it's always surprises me because sometimes I don't even know that I'm up for the awards, and they're like, "Hey, you're nominated," and wow, I didn't even know that. Like
don't tell me you've got imposter syndrome too.
No. I mean, hey, I'll take them all. You know, hey, thank you so much. I mean, all of us artists, we need to be affirmed, and it's a beautiful way to, you know, especially from other folks that are doing the same thing that you do, and then you get nominated.
It is very humbling, I know,
It really
because
is.
there's so many talented folks, especially in this area.
Yes,
you don't have to go far.
No,
I know. I'm just amazed by so much of the talent.
Yes.
And you write. Is it everything you do? I know you do sing a few covers now and then.
I do, just because
you're a great writer.
I thank you. Thank you.
A beautiful voice. Like, have you always sung ever since you were a little girl?
Ever since I was little. I come from a family of musicians. My great grandfather is actually, his repertoire of old time fiddle tunes is what began the American Folklife Center at the Library of Congress.
I'm so impressed with this.
Well, you know,
I love the history of music. I am such a little nerd when it comes to that.
Me too.
And I just love the background and finding out. Ever since I was like in high school, I got into like, who produced this? Who wrote this? And I mean,
I was always looking at the liner notes. I wanted to know.
Can't play a lick of nothing though, but I can sing along whether it's on cue or not.
Well,
but I'm not going to this morning. I don't want to mess you up. But
oh no, my family
You'll
are
keep our mics turned off.
That's right.
He will definitely help you and turn our mics off and keep yours on. But right. No, I know when it's in your blood, though. I'm talking about, like, I know that my parents weren't, like, big-time singers or anything like that, but we always had music in the house. They were always singing. My dad would wake up singing, you know, and when you're used to that, it makes you appreciate music more because you're brought up around it, and it's just a way to express yourself, and it makes you feel happy.
It's the only way I know how.
Yeah.
It's just... Yeah, it's in the
like
blood.
You've got to, or your soul won't flourish. Right. Almost. I mean, it's that kind of feeling. It's just your passion.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to talk for you, but I mean,
you really are. I love it.
Passion is.
You know what I love? I love your passion about it.
And then I feel that coming from you when I hear you sing. And have you had any lessons or?
My mom was an opera singer, and my dad sang everything.
Opera singer?
Yeah, I know.
That's hard stuff.
She could break the glass. Hopefully not here at Window World.
Ooh, yeah, Willow Window is like...
But
that's the whole thing.
She was amazing, and she probably was a little disappointed when my dad sang everything though, and played the guitar and played the mandolin, and we came from old time fiddle jams, so I kind of geared toward the country side of things, and she tried to teach me professionally or whatever. She can only play by notes and on the paper, and I play by ear. So
She may be jealous of you being able to play by ear.
No,
but I think
her voice is
a,
gorgeous. It's not, you hear some people do that and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, they're putting on, or you feel like they're putting on. I've heard some pageant girls do that, but no offense, I was a pageant girl too, so I'm not knocking them.
Look at her.
No, stop it. No, I'm just saying that you hear it, but Mom's voice was so like Julie Andrews.
Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
there's
and-
good company there.
Yeah, and then
Company,
Sound of
yeah.
Music. I bet she could sing all the Sound of Music stuff.
Oh yeah, all of it.
And
I actually just saw a thing on her last night about, with her
Really?
and Dick Van Dyke talking about the Mary Poppins. It's like, what, 60th anniversary or something?
that's two great performers right there.
Yeah.
And Dick Van Dyke still going strong.
I know, right?
And you know what? I saw him, saw him, but like there was a clip of him in a restaurant and somebody just
Oh,
came
yes,
up
I
and
love
he
that.
just loves it when people, like he's just an entertainer all the time.
Again, he's one of the people that it's just in his blood, and he can't help himself.
Exactly.
And you know he loves people.
And I love that kind
Yeah.
of, I mean, the energy is contagious.
Yeah.
They all sang Chitty Chitty Bang Bang together. I remember that.
They ask him to, and of course he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready."
Here we go.
I kind of feel like you'd be that way too if I saw her in a
Absolutely.
restaurant.
Whatever you need.
Hey, Delnora, will you break into song? Oh, don't make me. And then she'll go, "Okay."
Whatever you need.
She's like a cat, right?
So this new Bring On Christmas album,
Yeah.
did you write everything on it?
Did it's an EP. It wasn't like you're holding a physical copy right now.
Yes.
That was unintentional. We were just going to do a digital release, and we got such great feedback that we were like, we're going to have to make at least a couple. This is a limited edition. We only made a couple hundred of these.
Signed and
And
everything.
I'm lucky that. Thank you for bringing me. one.
Yay!
Yes.
So
But
now-
I think even who took your the photographer on this? Who did?
Whitney Stevenson.
She's great.
She's awesome.
And I mean, it really captures her
Right
spirit
here in
too,
Cookeville, and Ellie Odom, Medlin let me borrow her farm for a second.
It's it's beautiful. It looks Christmassy because you've got all the pines in the background.
That's right. She had some Christmas trees planted there, and so that's where we chose to do it, right there.
It's beautiful. But we're going to take a break here in just a few moments. But tell us about we want to make sure we get the Christmas song in because it's her brand new one. And there's also going to be a song called Thankful. That's one of my favorites that you've written.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to have time for that too. But what is the first song you were going to sing to us after the break?
Bring On Christmas.
Bring On Christmas.
Bring it on.
Because tomorrow's Thanksgiving and then we're ready to bring on Christmas. That's coming up next with Delnora on Good Morning Cookeville.
Attention homeowners, feeling tired, suffering from watery eyes, fatigue, coughing, or headaches? The danger might be hiding right beneath your feet. Mold, the silent invader, could be spreading in your crawl space right now. 60% of homes have mold. 21% are affected by toxic black mold, putting your family's health at serious risk. Call the Crawl Space Kings at 931-742-1516 for a free mold inspection and free air quality test. Or visit thecrawlspacekings.com. Protect your home, protect your family before it's too late.
Call us before you dig. Accidents are caused each year because someone broke a gas line that they didn't know was there. Remember, not all of our lines are in the street. They go through your yard to the house. Don't take a chance. The Cookeville Gas Department will gladly check any area before you dig and tell you if there are any gas lines present. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers, and if you're looking for a church of friendly, loving Christians that is striving to only follow the Bible in faith and practice, that encourages questions and searches the Scriptures to find the answers, a church where you won't get lost in the numbers but will be treated like family, then let me invite you to visit us at the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. We're not perfect, but we are seeking to be like our perfect Savior. And be sure to join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. for our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
Over 50 years and still going strong and growing. With American Way, you'll gain the knowledge and skills necessary to thrive in today's market. We provide realtors the tools they need to succeed, so this essentially adds up to success for the agents. If you are willing to work, we can make it happen for you. We also have a very family-oriented culture with a focus on productivity. Give me a call. I'm William Ball, 931-310-6291.
American Way Real Estate, 710 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling
renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit. 800-771-1300. 800-771-1300. 800-771-1300.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
We're so excited. It's like, oh, wait, we're coming back from the break. News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub with Good Morning Cookeville. Tim Scruggs, my hubby, is co-host, and then Delnora. You can find on Facebook, just search Delnora.
Right.
Is it Delnora Music or just Delnora?
I think it's Delnora.
Just Delnora, like Cher or Madonna.
Well, I have the. That's right. You know what happened? Okay, so I was Delnora Reed Acuff.
Yes.
And then it just became like this thing when we had Reed. I have an 8-year-old. His name is Reed. And so then it became Delnora. I was Delnora Reed.
Yes.
And long story, but the Acuff name has a monopoly apparently in country music.
And your
I don't know why.
Is a lawyer here in Cookeville.
The king of country music, Roy Acuff, just took it all. Yeah. And so we were like, okay, every time I tried to put something in when I became an Acuff, we were like, we're just going to have to stick with Reed. Then I had Reed, and we call him Reed, and they're like, his name is Reed. So we're just like, you know what? Let's stop making this confusing. I'm just Delnora. I'm Delnora.
If I had been like a banjo player, I couldn't use Scruggs. That's already taken.
That's right. See?
He is distant kin to Earl Scruggs, but
we understand.
I claim him because he's rich and famous, or was anyway.
But as far as really knowing him, we only met him once, and it was at a Elton John, Billy Joel
concert.
That's great.
Good story there.
That's a heck of a place to meet him.
And he said, "Oh, I don't want to bother him." I go, "We're going to introduce yourself." And he got to shake his hand and meet him, but it was a really cool moment.
Hey, cuz, that's what you said.
And Randy Scruggs was there too, the great producer.
Oh yes, yes. I've been down to his studio recently.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a talented family that we don't want their money, we just want their talent.
We just want their name and
yeah. But anyway, I know you're going to sing Bring On Christmas.
Yeah.
And that's from her new album. You can find it on all streaming platforms. Delnora is going to perform Bring On Christmas right now. Bring it on Christmas is what I almost said.
We've all crinkled up this town, plenty of joy to go around. Everybody's cup of cheer is overflowing. The laughter's big, the smiles are bright, dazzled by the Yuletide lights. Santa Claus is on his way and we all know it. Ho, 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 hey, 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 can't wait to bring on Christmas. La, 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 everybody wants to bring on Christmas. Bring it on, bring it on. Oh, bells are ringing, children singing, hearts are jing-a-ling-a-linging, too excited to enjoy their peaceful slumber. Aromas coming from the kitchen, savory, salty, sweet traditions. Imaginations everywhere are full of wonder. Ho, 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 hey, 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 can't wait to bring on Christmas. La, 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 everybody wants to bring on Christmas. Bring it on, bring it on. Oh, all season long, we're gonna party on. Oh, bring on Christmas. Fa la la la. Everybody wants to bring on Christmas. Bring it on. Bring it on. Oh.
I love it. Bring on Christmas, Del Nora. She's streaming everywhere. Make sure to add her, follow her on Spotify. Most of it's one of my favorite streaming.
Put me in the playlist for Christmas, man.
Oh my gosh,
That helps.
yes.
That helps.
Yes, most definitely. My sister just texted me. She goes, her voice is beautiful.
Oh,
Hi,
Heather. Because in my mind, as the artist, I'm telling y'all, I'm thinking, man, it's morning, and I am not warm.
Oh my gosh.
And that was a hard song to go out the gate with, but anyway.
And then there's only a certain, there's been so many fa la la's and there's been so many ho ho ho's.
I know, right?
And you did it so differently in your own little twist, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And I'm just like, I was like, yes, bring on Christmas.
We wanted it to be more like my personality, because Christmas is my favorite time of year.
No.
And,
Come on.
Yeah, she got the sweater on and everything.
So did you write this in the summer?
Yeah, well, I wrote it.
There's a lot of people that
That's
record
so
their
funny.
albums in the summer.
Yes, we did record it in the summer. We recorded this one in the summer, but I wrote this with Corey Lee Barker. Actually, I wrote it last Christmas when I knew I was looking ahead to do Christmas album. But this album, we're still waiting to finish the album.
Yeah.
Because
this is an EP, so you probably got more to come.
I got 4 songs on this EP, and we made some physical copies. Did I already say that? I can't remember.
You did,
if we
but it's
talked on the
fine because
break.
people tune in at different times. Come on, that's fine.
So we're going to
And it's
make
morning,
a full
we
album.
forget things.
That's right. That's right. I haven't had coffee yet.
So you were talking about too. Thankful is one of my favorites that you've written, and of course tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So what made you write Thankful?
Well, I tell you what, it's impossible to be negative and thankful at the same time. And I also wrote this one with Corey Lee Barker. He's getting a lot of shout outs today. We just sat down, and he's so easy to write with. And he helps me keep to because I tend to be an artist and I want to go like really serious. And and I have a lot of songs that are, they are my therapy because I'm so hyperactive.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but
you kind
he
of
helps
wind
keep
down
me-
with a song?
Exactly.
Okay.
But he helps me keep real my personality,
Yes.
upbeat and thankful, and so we just sat down and wrote this. This one was really fast, and it was a few years ago, but
Well, I love that you said that because I had a friend that told me, because I get worried sometimes and I feel guilty for worrying because I shouldn't worry. And she goes, you know what? Just try to think of the things you're grateful for because it is so hard to be grateful and thankful and worry.
You can't.
And that has helped me.
And it's very biblical, by the way.
Yes, it is. Because I was like, I feel like I'm going against God when I worry, but I feel like my mind has it's like I can't get it off track sometimes. And they're like, just think of the things you're grateful for and you're thankful for. And then it does. It puts you at ease.
It reminds you of the blessings.
It does.
Yeah. And so that's what we wanted to do is just be thankful.
That's why I love this song. It helps kind of soothe me and kind of calm me down a little bit. So we're going to do Thankful because tomorrow is Thanksgiving. We should always be thankful and grateful, but this is really a great song this time of year too. Any time of year, but especially now. So Thankful, written by Del Nora, and now she's going to sing it for us.
Sometimes I get caught up sweating over the smallest stuff and I lose my head. Say things I can't take back, forget who and where I'm at and how blessed I am. It's time for a change, no room to complain. Ain't no clouds in the sky, I'm kissing my worries goodbye. Good day to be thankful, and good day to be grateful. It's a good day to be glad my dinner plate's full. I got family, I got friends who'll be with me to the end. Ain't no reason to be moody, sad, or hateful. A good day to be thankful. I can't let what I have not overshadow what I've got, 'cause I've got enough. More reason to smile than ever. No doubt that I'll forever be rich in love. I'm letting go of what I can't control. I'm gonna be a different me. Every day is gonna be a good day to be thankful, a good day to be grateful. It's a good day to be glad, mind in a place full. I got family, I got friends who'll be with me to the end. Ain't no reason to be moody, sad, or hateful. A good day to be thankful. There's no better time for my heart to unwind. Oh, right here, right now. Come and sing it with me loud. Hey, if you know it, sing it along, all right? A good day to be thankful. A good day to be grateful. It's a good day to be glad, mind in a place full. I got family, I got friends who'll be with me to the end. Ain't no reason to be moody, sad, or hateful. A good day to be thankful.
Oh, love that song so much.
Sheila's over here bootlegging, you know.
Yay! Oh well, I put this up in the middle of it too. Her album,
good.
and it's streaming on all platforms. The new Bring on Christmas, Bring on Christmas, Bring on Christmas, Bring on Christmas is her new EP, and it's streaming. You can download that too on any of the platforms. And then that Thankful, every time I hear it, it's such a blessing, that song.
Thank
and
you.
your voice.
You are so sweet to me.
What a
Thank you.
birthday gift.
Oh,
Today's
it's your
my birthday.
birthday.
It's her birthday.
Okay, guys, we
I was
have
like,
to sing
I'm
happy
thankful.
birthday. Have you already had your birthday
Nobody's
song?
done that
Okay,
yet.
here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sheila. Happy birthday to you.
You made me cry with that pretty voice.
I know she's not talking to me either.
That was sweet too. So thank y'all for doing that. And this is it's a blessing to have you in here on my birthday and hear
I'm honored.
your voice. I'm
honored that you called me.
You're one of my favorite singers, seriously. And it's not just the voice, it's the light that you exude, and that comes from above. So I appreciate that. And I think you're just spreading the love this holiday season and all year long, really.
Oh, thanks.
And to hear her do a national anthem, too. That is not an easy song to sing.
That's a tough one.
Oh, my goodness.
But I love it.
And was it America the Beautiful, too?
Yes,
or like
I
that
did
was
America the Beautiful.
Yeah, but I mean, she can sing the national anthem any day. You know, when you start out and you're just humming, I'm like, she can hum and it's great. I can't even hum good. I mean, to me, in my own ears, it does not sound good for me. But when I hear you, I'm thinking, she could just read numbers in the phone book, and I'm like, I'm in. But it's the truth. I'm not just lifting you up. I mean, I am, but
you
I
really
mean,
are. You're an encourager. So
your
you
voice,
have a gift.
your voice is just amazing. So, And I'm glad you're sharing it with all of us. And thank you for coming in today. And I hope you and your family have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You and yours too.
What's your plans? Are you going to with other folks and your whole family? Or
my mom? We're going to my mom and dad's, and my brother and my sister-in-law.
So you get to see everyone?
My son gets to see all of his cousins. We're going to West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Is that where you're from?
Yes, ma'am.
West Virginia?
I mean, I'm from Cookeville now. I've actually lived in Cookeville as long as I lived in West Virginia. So
well, I'm from
officially.
Lynchburg, Tennessee, which I'm proud of that, but I've lived in Cookeville longer than I was in Lynchburg. So this is my home too, you know. Love this area, and it's a good place to write in, I'm sure.
It is. I've written many of these songs in their cabin. We go to the cabin. And
that sounds beautiful. Yeah. So West Virginia, a lot of great people there too. You know, just good down-home people. Mm-hmm. So I hope you have a very blessed Thanksgiving, and thank you for joining us. And of course, Good Morning Cookeville is off Thursday and Friday for Thanksgiving. There'll be special programming. Jason will be back on Monday, and I think I'll be back with him. No, I've missed him. We pick on each other a lot, but join us Monday for Good Morning Cookeville. And don't forget, tomorrow night, the Yule Log right here on Hub Plus on Roku. So go find us on Hubba.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB Cookeville.